Dr. J. Sordean is a licensed acupuncturist, certified traditional naturopath, and qualified medical evaluator in the California's workers' compensation system. He has dedicated more than half of his life to helping children and adults get over illnesses and helping them achieve maximal health and wellness. Over the past 30-plus years and 40,000 face-to-face clinical hours, Dr. J has put into his training intuitive skills and communication abilities to the test, in working with people with acute and non-serious illness and those with life-threatening and end-of-life complexities and chronic diseases. Dr. J has been an EBAR member for over 2 years. Helping others with natural medicine occupies a large part of his waking hours. However, he also enjoys personal time. Dr. J has 2 daughters who he adores, loves deeply, and enjoys spending time with them, laughing over card games and crying with at movies.
His oldest daughter, Savion, recently started college at UCLA. She is starting out as a psychology major. Dr. J threatened to visit her every weekend. He will be in LA next week at a self-improvement and skills seminar called Training the Trainer. Thus, he plans to check out college with life with Savion at that time. Dr. J's youngest daughter, Allah, recently started in at a new middle school in Berkeley. Allah loves dancing and having breakfast with her ABBA at Berkeley's homemade cafe. His daughters love spending time together as well. They enjoyed family time in places such as Disneyland, Savion's graduation ceremony at the International Bachelorette Program in Berkeley High, and watching and betting on horses and Dachshund races at Golden Gate Fields in Albany. Dr. J loves sailing the bay, doing Tai Chi. He is going on his 42nd year of practicing, and loves things related to Japan and Japanese, his second language. Dr. J is also a lifelong learner. He has an intense passion and understanding everything he can about the brain, the body, the mind, the universe, and the dynamics of reality. Of course, he studies this in the context of revelations of string theory.
Thank you both. Thank you both very much for that heartwarming as well as value-laden introduction. So Chinese medicine correlates the seasons with changes in our body. And so we're now in autumn, and it's a time of preparation for hibernation that occurs in the winter. It's also a bridge from the bounty of harvest. This is a bridge. A bridge from bounty of harvest to the time where we are retreating and preparing for more indoor activity. So did you notice the crispness of the autumn air this morning? Well, autumn is a time when we let go of things we no longer need and take in things more pure. So it's like the dropping of leaves. We're letting go of things that the trees do. And from time to time, we also consolidate the essence of life force, like drawing of sap down into the tree. It's like maple syrup going deep down into a tree. The Chinese medicine groups all organ functions into 5 elements, and the lungs and the large intestine are associated with autumn. So that's what we're in right now. Taking in pure air and oxygen is associated with the lungs. Letting go of waste products and unnecessary baggage is the large intestine. Things like precious metals, diamonds, rubies, etc. exemplify the essence of the metal element. And so structure is also part of the metal element, like a knife, cutting through things and being very direct to things. So it's also a great time of the year to focus on one's purpose. My purpose is to help as many people as possible achieve maximal health and vitality in body, mind, spirit, and emotions, so that they may have a fun, fulfilling, and connective life. Laura Paradise might also agree with this. This is Dilbert. Our mission, vision, strategy, roadmap, and core values are not aligned. So instead of flailing around, I decided to watch the internet.
I agree with that.
The skin is the 3rd lung, and so the skin is also a very important aspect of the metal element. So I treated very many children and adults with asthma, allowing them finally to be able to play with their friends easily without having constriction of their lungs. And I've also helped people stop smoking, which is actually taking in impure things and damaging the body, not letting go of the toxins. This is what smokers' lungs compared to non-smokers' lungs look like. My father was also a smoker, and he died of lung cancer when I was age 18. And so I've been through that experience and understand what's going on with that. So I've helped many patients also, adults with issues around self-esteem and self-worth, too. This is the time of the year related to that. So it's also a time of getting rid of the dregs. And these are much nicer than I was thinking of putting in. It's also a great time. A lot of people are still holding on to old emotions related to deaths of friends, family, etc. You can see me hiding here in the picture. And so this is a great time to allow a person to let go by thinking of the harmonious aspects in life. We also have a lot of toxins from the external environment that get in our bodies. So this is a great time, again, eliminating things from the body. And so I am doing, again, this lecture on 5 secrets to permanent weight loss that is based on cleaning toxins from the body. In our practice, we also sometimes do ionic foot detox baths to help people cleanse. Now, a lot of children are having, 1 out of 3 children are obese and have overweight, and they may end up without legs in the future as diabetes occurs, because it's a common byproduct. My uncle, who was a surgeon, he ended up having both of his legs cut off and in a coma because of diabetic complications. So I've seen this before, and so it's a really important time to help children and adults not go into this process by eliminating toxins from the body. Ideal referrals for me include people with asthma and chronic bronchitis, constipation, chronic bowel upset, IBS, leaky gut, chronic or acute skin problems, again this is metal element, and people who are diabetic or overweight. All in keeping with this particular time of the year. Now, other conditions I have treated successfully are listed on the back of my business card, which is in the box here. And I also make it easy to refer other people by offering a free consultation. And I can give you a check that you can hand to somebody that will cover the cost of their initial consultation. Now, at this point, I want to show you a few points that can really help build self-confidence and self-esteem. So when we are massaging and stimulating the energy of the lung and large intestine to improve self-esteem and self-worth and improving confidence, we go from the armpit to the palm, and we turn the hand over and come back. That's the general direction. So it's armpit to the palm, top of the hand, back to the shoulder. But we're going to focus specifically on the top edge of the forearm and the arm. So we're actually going out this way here to the thumb and back across the top edge there of the arm. Just out and back, out and back. And then we're going, and we do that on both sides. Then there's specific points that are good to massage. 2 of them are here right in the corner of the nose where the nasal flare comes out. And the other is here in a hollow that is just where the deltoid in the arm fits into the chest on both sides here. So massaging these points here, these here, as well as on the arm like this, is a good treatment for the metal element and improving one's sense of self-worth and confidence in stressful situations. And so we go from the palm, armpit to the palm, and from the top of the hand back to the shoulder. Everyone try that. Armpit to the palm, back to the shoulder. Armpit to the palm, top of the hand to the shoulder. And so before you come up here or before you're doing performance somewhere, massaging these areas and these and this will be very helpful for self-confidence. And it's a great thing to teach your children as well if they're going to be speaking at school in front of a large class. So these are just some pictures having to do with self-worth and self-confidence. One of my patients drew a picture of me with multi-hands, and I have like 8 arms. I'm like the multi-armed Shiva. And so I just transposed my picture from college onto that. It seemed to fit pretty well, actually, the shoulders covered. And so in keeping with the basic principle of self-worth, high self-esteem, honoring the incredible gift that each person as a jewel is to each other. I am honoring each and every one of you here in this seminar in both body, mind, and spirit and emotions. Thank you for listening.